You know, there are two things I really love about having this new desk setup. The first one, you get to see my little fat boy walking around, and hopefully you get to say hi to him. And two, I'm wearing boxers, and you guys don't need to know. I didn't even expect to see this chapter coming at all, but chapter 362 has been released. Huge thank you to both Tritium Decay as well as Hawkeye for letting me know on my Discord, where we have great Berserk conversations and other chats, by the way. But I didn't know this was coming out. Usually this was supposed to come out tomorrow, but hey, it's coming out today. Let's talk about it. I have not read this as per usual, but a huge thank you, of course, to Evil Genius for releasing 362. For 361, what was going on? Guts actually met up with Skull Knight on the cliff. They did a little bit of banter, going a little bit more into the history of Skull Knight, and we're trying to find out the origins both of his armor as well as Guts' Berserker armor. Then we do meet the blacksmith of Guts' Berserker armor, and then from there, does a little ring with his hammer on his armor, transforms completely. So this is where we left off. So let's dive right in, right? First thing I see already, right when we get into this, we see Guts going wham. You can see him, you know, taking a big poo-boo. But in all real talk, this looks very, very nice and it's very well done. I love what they're doing with this. So, Shirake says, Guts, what's that? Down, boy. And you can see that the Berserker armor is looking like he's being chained already completely down. Right, so Shirake is actually in disbelief at what's going on with Guts. Sit, thank you. And you can see that they're thinking like, is this torture? What is going on? But no, the blacksmith wants us to see a memory of what's going on with Guts' armor. It's kind of really cool to really think, here you go, boy, good boy. It's kind of really cool to think that the armor actually has memory itself. I don't know if this was actually done in previous chapters, so it's pretty awesome that this is happening. Also, he's being annoying and bothering my light, so this is why this is happening. Oh my god. This is very, very cool. So the fact is, I don't even know what this is, but this is looking very Eclipse-like with the little sphere in the sky. Well, I guess the little eclipse in the sky, for lack of a better term. But it looks like a lot of these tendrils that's going on. I don't know what context is. Maybe it's the context of Ganishka. I don't know, because we do know that the war with them has been going on for hundreds of years. There you go. I'm going to guess what these are. Oh, we know exactly what these are. So what I'm going to guess these are a bunch of apostles right here. And on the bottom, if you see very, very closely, you can see the silhouette of 5 apostles. Now, the thing is that it's 5 apostles. I think this was before Femto's time. So I'm pretty sure. So it's very interesting to see. This is... Oh, actually, this is insane. 5 apostles, right? 4 that we have never, ever seen before. I don't know any of these. The closest one I could think of is that this one kind of looks like Grunbeld. The other 2 I've never seen. So this also gives us more insight on the God Hand, what they're doing and why are they cycling in. But we do know, hands down for years, that Void has been the maestro of the God Hand. Well, this is crazy. So Guts is really seeing the memory. So the memory seems to resonate with him. So whoa. And already Guts has just had enough. He's blown through the chains and is going to attack the blacksmith. And the crazy thing is, this is a beautiful, beautiful rendition of both the Berserker armor and the Skull armor, because this is before, you know, he kind of transformed. So it's very interesting. I don't know what this is pertaining to. And this looks like this is pertaining to some kind of woman. I'm guessing it was the previous owner of this, which we do know that it was Skull Knight. So maybe this is going more into Skull Knight's history. And as he closes his eyes, he sees his fair maiden pass away. So what happened? He stopped like a dead puppet with his chains strings cut. Looks like Shirake already jumps on Guts. He's going to go into the astral plane and see what's going on, maybe pull him out of that and go from there. So we do see that she does that. She breaks away from the armor in classic action. And Guts has returned to the land of the living. Well, whatever living he is. So there we go. It's very interesting because we don't really see much of a struggle for Shirake. She kind of just goes into it and pulls the helmet off. And you can see right here, he still has the arm cannon, so he's back to normal. As normal as Guts can be. So that right now was for sure the end. And there we go. As soon as we see that, we see Skull Knight peering into what's going on. This is pretty insane. So I'm gonna guess this has to be a memory of Skull Knight.
What you bore witness to was the end of a foolish king, and the beginning of a dead man stalking the endless night.
And that's where it leaves off. It's a very, very short chapter, at least shorter than it was, just because there's so many manga panels of just beautiful, beautiful art. What we had small little sections of manga panels, we receive huge amounts of lore. We already know that there are new God Hand replenished every so often. We don't know how many years exactly, but they are replenished nonetheless. We do know that it is confirmed King Geistrick is Skull Knight. That's more self-explanatory than not, even since Golden Age. But we do know this is the memory of him and his armor that's been passed down to him. Now the question is, why has he donned this new armor, the armor that we know Skull Knight to have, and why did he allow Guts to have it if it probably killed something with him? At least we don't know. This is all assumptions. But this is very cool to really see what's going on here. I'm very hyped to see this. Very short chapter. Nothing really much here in terms of, you know, actual page content, but in what we did get with lore, been astronomical. This is probably the shortest Berserk Monthly I have done, but it's a great one nonetheless. So the questions I have for you guys is, what is going on with Guts' Berserk armor? Why does it have this memory? And why was the armor given to Guts by the Skull Knight? What is the history behind him and King Geistrick? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys are interested, feel free to come into our Discord, where you can continue the conversation with me, a bunch of other people who talk great Berserk stuff and anything beyond. Please feel free to come by. And as always, if you can, you know, the whole like and subscribe thing. I appreciate you guys taking the time. And Daxter is here doing his own thing, sitting on my desk. Thank you guys for coming in. I'll check you out soon, and take care.